One of the more interesting pieces with the absolute value that you probably haven't been exposed to a lot is this idea of representing the square root of a squared value as the absolute value. So a lot of times people will say, well, if you have the square root of a square is just equal to that value. Now I'm going to show you that this is actually wrong. So watch. What if we let x be equal to -2? Now if you plugged, now this right here is, both these sides should be equal to one another. Okay, and this is what you've probably been exposed to, or what you've probably learned, is someone has said to you, well, okay, take the square root of x squared, you just get x out. It's not true. Now watch why it's not true. If I plug in -2 squared, okay, I'm just going to work the left side now. Then this is the square root of 4, which is +2. But what was x? X was -2. And is +2 equal to -2? Absolutely not. So to remedy this situation, what we say is that the absolute value of x squared is equal, the square root of x squared is equal to the absolute value of x. Now this is a true statement. So before, when people said this right here, they were probably saying that we had to restrict the x values to be non-negative. So the absolute value of x squared equaling x is true for x greater than or equal to 0. But it is false for all x's. If x is a real number, such as -2, then it's not a true statement. So we have to use this right here. Okay, that's the idea. Now let's go ahead and look at these exercises. So I'm going to do exercise number 3 here. Okay, and that says to let x, to be equal to -4. Then evaluating the square root of x squared is equal to -4 squared, which is equal to the square root of 16, which is equal to +4. That's one route of doing it. The other route is to say, okay, the square root of x squared is always equal to the absolute value of x, and the absolute value of x is the absolute value of -4, which we know is +4. So see how I can get the same value by either doing it this way or by representing it as the absolute value.